All right, quick question. What if I told you ancient America was not some peaceful, untouched world, but a place shaped by brutal wars, power struggles, and battles so intense they erased entire cities from memory? Yeah, that part never makes it into your history class. When people picture ancient America, they imagine quiet villages, spiritual rituals, maybe cornfields and pyramids in the distance. But behind that calm image was non-stop conflict, real wars, organized armies, fortified cities, psychological warfare, total wipeouts. And somehow, most of these wars just vanished from the story. Let's rewind way before Columbus. Long before Europe even knew this land existed, North and South America were packed with rival powers. Not small groups wandering around, but full civilizations fighting over land, trade routes, and survival. Take the Mississippi River Valley. About 1,000 years ago, it was dominated by massive urban centers, cities with tens of thousands of people, huge ceremonial mounds, planned neighborhoods, political elites. And where you get wealth and power, you get war. Archaeologists have found mass graves filled with people who didn't die peacefully. Arrowheads stuck in bones, skulls crushed by clubs, entire neighborhoods burned and abandoned overnight. These weren't random fights, they were coordinated attacks meant to erase enemies completely. Some cities vanished so fast, it looks like people just ran and never came back. Imagine the tension. You wake up every day knowing another city across the river might attack tonight. So you build walls, you train warriors, you teach kids how to fight before they're even grown. Now jump to Mesoamerica. Here, war wasn't just about land, it was about power, fear, and control. Cities rose and fell constantly. Alliances shifted. Betrayal was normal. Rulers didn't just want to win, they wanted to humiliate their enemies, capture leaders, parade them through the streets. Some wars weren't even about killing, they were about capturing warriors alive. And yeah, that's where it gets dark. Captured soldiers were sacrificed in public ceremonies, not hidden, public, loud, deliberate. The message was simple. This is what happens when you challenge us. That kind of warfare messes with your head. It's psychological terror on a massive scale. These civilizations didn't collapse because they were weak. They collapsed because war never stopped. Cities spent decades building power, only to be destroyed in a single campaign. And when a city fell, its history usually fell with it. No records survive when the winners burn everything. Now head south, into the Andes. The terrain alone turns war into a nightmare. Mountains, cliffs, freezing nights, thin air. Still, armies marched. Roads were carved into stone. Fortresses were built on impossible peaks. Battles here were strategic. Choke points, supply lines, sieges. Entire valleys could be starved into surrender. When empires expanded, resistance was brutal. Villages that refused to submit were wiped out, then resettled. Culture erased, language replaced, identity rewritten. War wasn't just about winning, it was about reshaping reality. So when Europeans arrived, they didn't enter a peaceful world. They stepped into a continent already shaped by centuries of warfare. Some groups saw newcomers as enemies. Others saw them as tools, allies against old rivals. That's why things moved so fast. The forgotten wars didn't end with contact. They collided with something bigger. Disease, steel, horses, new tactics layered on top of old grudges. And as societies collapsed, the older wars were buried, literally and historically. So why don't we talk about this? Because these wars complicate the story. They show ancient America as powerful, violent, strategic, and very human. And when a civilization is destroyed, it doesn't get to tell its side of the story. All that's left are bones in the ground, burned cities, and clues we're still piecing together. But make no mistake, Ancient America was not a quiet place waiting to be discovered. It was alive, competitive, dangerous, and shaped by wars that deserved to be remembered. Because when you forget these conflicts, you don't just lose history, you lose the truth about how civilizations really work. If you made it this far, stick around. There are a lot more stories buried under our feet, and some of them are way more intense than anything you were ever taught.